G'day viewers, I jury-rigged up my Osaka test monitor, but I've been doing some research on this DVD recorder. I found this ages ago on the side of the road for council pickup, hard rubbish sitting on the cupboard. This was the only thing worth taking, so I took this, came with the remote and its original manual. As just been doing some research on it, it's giving me an LD or DL error, and it ejects a tray and then turns off, which points to a common problem in the power supply with these things, so regulator that goes bad. So I can fix this. Got a good, this is actually quite a good model of the combo units, so it's actually worthwhile fixing this one. I do have adapters for these RCA cords, but when I need them, I never have them on me, so I sort of jury-rig it for now. Anyway, I don't have an RCA cable either to plug this into that TV, so that's why I just use this. It's easier to find. Anyway, let's get this thing in the shed and take it apart. And yeah, see what sort of regulator, if we've got a spare one, if not I have to order one. Okay. I reckon it's one of those regulators, the common problem is. Let's see what sort of regulator it is. I can't see that, it's so dusty and dark, it's not funny. HDMI decoder board on there. It's not it's a 4-head machine, so it's not too bad a machine, a VCR. Looks pretty clear, like it was rarely used. So I'm going to take those regulators out and just test them. MB17C2, MR1722. Okay, Mr. 1722. They're both the same. So let's look for some Mr. 1722s. Other boards I might have laying around. The most common likely default is regulator. So let's see if I can find some. Hopefully I've got some circuit boards in my stash here. Let's have a look. Hello viewers, I don't have any here. So I did some more research online, and these heat sinks are far too inadequate. And these things just, in 2 years they just die because of the excess heat. So once I replace these regulators, I have to do some modification. Put a bigger heatsink on them somehow. Might screw a metal tab to here and just fill it with heatsink paste and make it come over the fan or something to help cool these down. Because they're nowhere near the bloody fan there. It makes sense, those things do work pretty hard. Those heatsinks are far too inadequate. It's a pretty common fault, so I ordered a pack of 5 spares, nice and cheap. So I got just ordered them from China. Same as those, same brand and everything, so I have a heap of spares. I ordered, as I said, I did get 5 of them. So I'll be putting the bigger heatsink on that. From what I can do, what I found, yeah, that's a common fault with this model. They're actually quite a good machine, but the cooling's just too inadequate in those regulators. They burn out and fail. This is giving me the exact symptoms I was reading up about. It turns on, alright, ejects a disc, asks it, and then it just comes up with an error, and then turns off. It just always ejects a disc. I won't do nothing else. I put a tape in it, and then I wouldn't eject the tape. I had to cycle the power button a couple of times. Then it finally ejected the tape. So that's a regulator-like issue there. Minimalist design, got good quality electrolytics in it for something made in China. Nice red, fancy red rapid ones there. But this is actually, yeah, I'm going to repair this. This is actually one of the good a combo unit that's actually made properly, not cheap. It's actually pretty heavy too. This would be good for ripping tapes to VHS or VHS to DVD and so on and so forth. It's too tight. I can sit in the PC and just sit there and just edit it and on a program. But if I use this, I can just flip it straight to a DVD, and then rip the DVD on the PC and go from there. It's easier, much easier. I've got some high 8 VHS tapes from a video camera when we were kids. I got all that at my parents' house to rip onto I might as well use this to put it onto a DVD and then just digitise it from there. This would be quite handy for that. I got some other VHS tapes of old nostalgia on them I got from the tip for next or nothing, so I can use this for that and for the PC as well. When the parts get here, it'll be well working again. It doesn't have the SD card. The American one has the SD card, an SD card slot here. This just has a DV in instead. After I do some experimentation to find out how this thing deals with macro vision, copying DVD to VHS, so I doubt it will, but it's worth playing around with. DivX, DVD Video RAM, RW and R, and does rewritables too. It's just pretty much a PC DVD drive, pretty much. So I can do a rewritable DVD. If I just get some rewritable DVDs, save one bloody buying DVD spinners all the time. But they've come down a lot in price anyway, so it doesn't really worry me. And this actually can go from DVD and rip the DVD to a HDD. I want to upgrade the hard drive in this. This would be good to experiment with too. I only got this for like $5 from a local tip shop just for the hard drive, which I used in my PlayStation 2 to soft mod. I'll put a bigger hard drive in this at some stage. I want to use this, see how it deals with putting stuff onto from that VHS then from DVD to hard drive. But the only problem with this is only this can play it back. It's hard drive is formatted in a special way that you can't retrieve anything off on the PC. You can use what's that data recovery program? AVS data recovery, whatever it's called. It's the only one I've found that works, but it's expensive to buy it. Good to have. Pretty handy to have stuff like this. Another bonus, both these units will RF modulate, so I could use it for my vintage TVs. So they're good for that. Anyway, better not lose those screws. I'll put these aside in the to be repaired basket. So it was nearly 2 years ago I picked this thing up. It's been sitting in my storage container ever since. Now I finally got around to fixing it. It's good. It's only a minor fault, which is I was expecting it to be completely buggered, but since it's only a minor fault with a regulator, it's easily fixed, and it's actually quite a good reliable modern VCR from what I've read, so definitely worth keeping this one. Anyway, that's the model there if you want to look it up for yourself. Thanks for watching.